Sorry. Hello, I'm Courtney Bird. As most of you know, I'm backstage with Courtney. Here we are with Chris Stills. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. He is here in 38 for the Songwriters Festival. Not sure how many of you are attending. Anyways, tell us a little bit about what you do.
I'm a singer-songwriter and a bit of an actor, but songwriting is where my heart is, and this is my second year here at 38. Love it, and I got a couple records that I've made over the years. I got a new one that I'm promoting now. It's called Calling the Underground, and that pretty much sums it up.
Well, where can we find those things?
It is I only have a physical copies of it right now. It's sort of my pre-release, but it's going to be, you can find it on iTunes in the next month and a half.
Okay, so you guys hear that? You have to find it on iTunes. Do you have any social media or anything that our fans can follow you on?
Yeah, you can come find me on my fan page on Facebook. It's Chris Stills Music, and then on Twitter I'm on Chris Stills, and Chris Stills Music also on Instagram.
So is there anything that you would like to tell your fans, like any songs you've written recently for any artist, or any plans that you have in the future, or are you just kind of going with the wind? What do you have going on?
I've been going with the wind for quite some time, and that's kind of the way I roll. But I had a nice last year or whenever it was. I had a little song in a movie called American Hustle.
Uh-oh, do you guys know American Hustle? I certainly do.
Great movie. And you might have seen me on, if anybody has Showtime, you might have seen me on a show called Shameless.
Oh boy, that's one of my favorites. Get out!
Awesome, yeah.
I'm sorry, I just smacked the shit out of you.
I got to be in a band. I got to be in a band and play a guy named Chris.
Awesome.
On Shameless, yes.
That's a little ironic considering that your name really is what, Chris? I'm just kidding.
Well, you know, they try to make it real as possible. So.
Right.
I'm a two-time father of two beautiful daughters, and that's pretty much my biggest passion. But after that, it's music, and you know, I write songs, kind of like I play instruments all day long until songs come out, and that's what I love to do the most. And somewhere in there, I cook dinner, go out for dinner, and have friends somewhere.
That's a good man if he'll cook dinner. Okay, so songwriter to songwriter. I know that sometimes things that inspire me like happen through the day or happen to someone else or happen just in my everyday life. Like, what is it that truly inspires you, and what is it that you feel? What is that drive that you really just are so passionate about that you can continue to do this?
That's a loaded question. That's
No,
This is a big one.
No, it's not.
Well, it's that passion, like, it's a big deal. And when I think when you're able to write a song that touches people, and you kind of bring people together, you get people to sing your song and they never heard it before, and you get them to dance in front of you. I mean, that's the greatest feeling. Either making people slow dance in front of you or making people like boogie on a rock song or whatever, you know, get a nice beat and people are just getting down. It's the greatest feeling. And I think that's like kind of the high for me that I look for in my songs. Really have a moment, you know, create a moment for people that, you know, like there are songs that I've heard that I've never, you know, that I talked about it in the interview just now, like Little Wing. Like I'll never forget where I was and what I was doing when I heard that song first time.
Absolutely. And this is something, sometimes it's so hard for people to grasp the concept that there's a songwriter that pushed that song, that built that song, that created that song. And, you know, for you to say it's a passion thing, it's everyday experience, it's things out of the blue that inspire you, you know, that really says a lot, because without that, you couldn't keep going. And I feel like almost it's like this weird spiritual thing that just kind of grants you with the ability to do it. And it's not religious. It's not, you know, every day. It's not something that the average human can understand. It's something that connects you to everything that you do.
True. I couldn't have put it better.
It just happens that I'm good with words, but just poetic, nothing too awesome. Well, yeah. All right. So I'm actually a hellion. I'm just kidding. All right. So here we are with Chris Stills. And of course, what we would like to do is make sure that all of our viewers tune in. I'm sure you can see this again on Backstage with Courtney. And here we are with Chris Stills at the 38 Songwriters Fest. Ladies, here he is.
All right. See you later.
That was very awesome.
All right.